Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. Can you believe it's Thursday? I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, dozens were arrested during a crackdown at the Blue Heron Festival last week. Details coming up.
Plus, a downtown pizza establishment will be closing its doors indefinitely. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hutter, he's very busy live at the First Defense Weather Center. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and it's going to be a busy afternoon. Let's get right into it. So this is the live look coming from the Seneca Allegheny Casino in Salamanca. The clouds overhead. We had some rain this morning, and that has helped knock the temperatures down just a little bit. But the temperatures yesterday was 86 in Jamestown, 86 in Dunkirk, 89 officially in Erie, 90 in Buffalo. Look at Batavia at 95 and Olean at 82. So these were the highs yesterday. And we're going to do a little bit same the thing today, but also with the humidity in place. So here's the radar. Here's what's going on. We've had a few rain showers and a few thunderstorms that basically moved through this morning. None of this is severe. We had a batch of heavy rain that moved through Erie, PA, that ultimately moved into Chautauqua County. And then actually it moved through Chautauqua County, came through pretty much the southern part of the county, and then now it's out into Cattaraugus County, starting to dissipate right now. So that was the morning round of storms. Now the one thing that we have to keep an eye on for this afternoon is this stuff. There is the chance for severe thunderstorms this afternoon, but the one thing that's fueling this is going to be sunshine. If we get sunshine pretty much mid this afternoon, that'll fuel that. That's all dependent on sunshine, and it's mainly going to be a gusty wind and heavy rain threat out of these storms this afternoon. So keep that in mind as we go throughout the day. So hour by hour, the computer actually suggested we had the rain, so that's why it dropped the temperature. But this particular computer model, which is coming up with this forecast, actually does have a shooting back into the 80s with the sunshine and then falling back again as we get the rain. There's the chance for stronger storms this afternoon. We'll time it all out with the 7-day later on in the show. Justin and Matt.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you. Our top story, more than 30 people were arrested following a drug crackdown by New York State Police in collaboration with various local law enforcement agencies at the Blue Heron Music Festival last week. Troopers say between July 4th and the 8th, cocaine, marijuana, synthetic marijuana, concentrated cannabis, LSD, MDMA, known as Molly, mushrooms, edibles, heroin, and synthetic methamphetamine were seized. New York State Police Captain Eric Balin tells WNY News Now that the assistance from local law enforcement is key to the sting's success. Specifically, he thanks the Jamestown Police Department, New York State Forest Rangers, and Chautauqua County Probation for their assistance in the operation. Now, Chautauqua County's top prosecutor chimed in on this operation as well. District Attorney Patrick Swanson says he's proud to see multiple jurisdictional law enforcement agencies working together to ultimately keep the concert safe for patrons.
And in other news, the city of Jamestown man is facing charges following an alleged fight in Potter's Alleyway near 5th Street Wednesday evening. Jamestown police charged 35-year-old Patrick Roberts with second-degree assault after police said he struck another man with a belt several times, causing injury. Police said Roberts was found at a nearby address and arrested without incident. He was taken to Jamestown City Jail pending arraignment in the case.
And a Casadega man sits in Chautauqua County Jail after police say he struck a person twice during a domestic incident Wednesday in Fredonia. Troopers charged 43-year-old Matthew Cassette with second-degree harassment after responding to a Fredonia business. After reviewing surveillance videos, troopers found that Cassette allegedly followed a victim out of the building and struck them twice. Cassette was previously arrested following a domestic dispute in December 2018 where he allegedly struck a woman in the face during a domestic dispute in Casadega.
And a downtown Jamestown Pizza and Wings restaurant says they're closing up shop. Fresco's Pizza and Wings posted on Facebook that on Saturday, July 13th at 10 p.m., the restaurant will be closed for good. In the post, the restaurant thanked its loyal customers and asked them to stop in for one last meal before the closure. Responding to shocked patrons, the restaurant in a second comment said, quote, "Our management team lives out of town and is pursuing other local opportunities," end quote. Fresco's Pizza and Wings opened its East 2nd Street restaurant in January 2015. Before that, Roberto's and the Fenton Grill occupied that storefront.
Wow, Justin, I mean, what a staple of the community, and it is unfortunate to hear such news, and now we get to the point we have to figure out what will go in there.
Right, yeah, a lot of people are interested in what's next for that spot, and that spot has seen a number of businesses.
Absolutely.
Fresco's being kind of the third in recent memories,
yeah.
the third and longest in recent memories as well. So certainly will be interesting to see. I always loved their wraps. And it will be missed. We've had a couple of newsroom parties down there too, so a lot of we'll see what happens. I mean, we've seen with like Friendly's closure, a local developer, the city of Jamestown director of development, Mr. Joy took that over. We'll see if maybe someone else in the community will come forward and say, hey, I want to have a restaurant here or something like that. So will be interesting to see, nevertheless. But I know a lot of people there on social media kind of giving their condolences. I mean, it is sad. Certainly.
Absolutely.
Nevertheless, we are here on this Thursday, and it's going to be a little wet probably this afternoon, is what Dakota's peeking at. Of course, he talked about it there at the top, and he'll have much more weather-wise coming up, too, on potential for some storms. Hello to Lori. Hopefully you are doing well. She says she wishes Havana would expand their menu. And Reuben, that's another great spot for lunch if you're looking for some Cuban food. Mark, hello to you. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out. Don, great to see you as well. Thanks for being here on the broadcast. Bryce, hello. Lori, it looks like Wendy is here. Always great to see you, Wendy. Happy Thursday from our number one fan from Celeron. Hello to Tammy as well. David is here. Good to see you, David, as always. Love having you along with the broadcast. It looks like Joe is here, and Lori, before she has to head out to work. Thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to give us a like, share this on your wall, and stay connected here in the comments as we roll along with stories. Let us know what you think. Drop us a hey if you're new to the broadcast, or if you're a longtime fan. We love hearing from you as well. Coming up next, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo, he signs a piece of legislation that involves equal pay. Details on that coming up.
But first, Cattaraugus County Sheriff deputies are warning people about the latest telephone scam. Dakota.
Oh, great. More phone scams. Here we go again. Here's a live look from the HD News Now cam downtown Jamestown. It's actually down to 71 because of the rain that we had, but there's that sticky dew point of 66 that makes it feel more like 72 degrees. But the humidity rises throughout the day, and some stronger storms. We'll talk about it next. WNY News Now continues in a minute. Don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
And happening right now, the Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Department is warning residents about an ongoing telephone scam. The sheriff said an unidentified person is calling residents and claiming to be a National Grid representative offering discounts. The person then asks for personal information, such as a social security number and account numbers. The calls are from area codes 808 and 718. The department urges residents to not disclose that information and to call law enforcement if they receive such call.
Before the U.S. women's soccer team was celebrated through New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo signed equal pay legislation, something the women's team has been fighting for. During the signing, Cuomo called on U.S. soccer to pay the women's national team the same as the men's.
And we say to the U.S. Soccer League and we say to FIFA, if you don't pay women what you pay men, then you have no business in the state of New York, because we are going to sign a bill that says equal pay for equal work. These women's soccer players deserve every dollar that the men's soccer players receive. And my friends, it is now the law in the state of New York. Equal pay for equal work.
Now on Tuesday, Democratic Senator Joe Manchin introduced legislation that would halt funding for the 2026 World Cup until the women's team received equal pay.
And New York State DEC forest rangers, with help from the Gowanda Fire Department, are credited with saving 2 lost hikers near Cattaraugus Creek last weekend. The two were hiking along the south branch of Cattaraugus Creek when localized heavy rain forced water from the creek bed into the woods. They then were unable to find their way back to the parking area. 3 forest rangers and members of the Gowanda Fire Department responded. Cattaraugus County dispatchers were able to use a cell phone call to 911 to find their location. The rangers used a UTV vehicle along the trails of the Nature's Conservancy Deer Lick Preserve and then hiked the remaining half-mile to the location coordinates. Now, as search teams approached, a forest ranger made contact with the 2 individuals and guided them back to the remaining rescuers for the final hike back to those UTVs, and eventually safely taking them back to the parking lot.
And a health warning about swimming, a popular summer activity. Officials at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are renewing their warning of a dangerous parasite found in lurking pools. Meredith Wood has more in today's Health Minute.
A quick dip in the pool could ruin your summer fun. The CDC is warning about a growing number of cases involving a dangerous parasite found in pools.
We want to urge the public to be aware and to take measures to prevent themselves from getting sick.
CDC officials say illnesses linked to the so-called cryptoparasites rose an average of 13% annually between 2009 and 2017. The lead author in the CDC report says cases heat up during the summer because the parasite has one alarming quality.
Even in a pool that's properly chlorinated, crypto can survive at those chlorine levels. And that's why it's so important to keep it out of the pool rather than trying to get it out once it's already contaminated.
The parasites cause severe stomach issues that can last as long as 3 weeks. Most people are infected at places like neighborhood pools when they accidentally swallow water containing human waste. Health officials say there are key precautions you can take to avoid getting sick. The first is to rinse off before you jump in the water and keep pool time safe and clean.
When you are swimming, don't swallow the water that you're swimming with. And if you have contact with animals or you're in a child care setting, make sure you wash your hands with soap and water.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
Alrighty, Meredith, thank you. The CDC says that doctors are now using more accurate tests to detect the cryptoparasite. They are predicting more cases in the coming years.
Yeah, very interesting. Certainly got to stay safe. Went out there swimming throughout the summer. And I've always had this weird thing, Matt, when it comes to public pools. I don't know. I don't like them. Not saying that pools are gross, but when I was a kid, we'd always go to the Boys and Girls Club. And I would freak out. I don't know. It's just something with the... it's a clean pool. I know they clean it. I know, but... just, I don't know, swimming with other people, but yet, like, I'm fine, like, I'm like a fish in the water when I'm swimming in my backyard, so go figure either
Absolutely,
way.
yeah, no, I got you there. Yeah.
So, but good tips anyways to try to help people stay safe, certainly, and If we get any weird fungi or something, we'll let you know, right, Matt? Matt will demonstrate it right here on there. So just rip that up. No, I'm just kidding. Happy Thursday to all of you. Thanks so much for hanging out with us and tuning in. A lot of people are really still talking about that phone scam that's what's happening in Cat County. There's a person is claiming to be a representative from the power company there. So please, again, details if you missed it on WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. So obviously, if you get any sort of fraudulent thing, they always say never, ever, 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 ever give out that Social Security number over the phone. Certainly, good tips there from the sheriff's office as well. So saying hello to Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Brittany, hello to you. Cindy, Kim from Bradford listening in. Hey. Thanks so much for being here. Connie is here as well. Lori, hopefully you have a good afternoon too. A lot more local news to tell you about, specifically in the weather department. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, he's here to tell us if more rain is coming this afternoon and if any of that will be severe.
And later, the Chautauqua County Toys for Tots will be hosting a drive this Sunday. We're going to have more details on that as News Now continues.
Wait, is Christmas here already, Matt?
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story, a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Yeah, and talking about more rain, we now have Tropical Storm Barry that just formed at noon hour today, and this is it right here. It's located down in the Gulf, has 40-mile-per-hour winds, and the pressure is 1,005 millibars. This is going to come right up near New Orleans, and they already had a lot of heavy rain already over the past couple days. There's the chance of possible 15 or 20 inches out of this storm down in New Orleans, and there's a lot of fears that the levees may not be able to hold all that rain, and you'll see it'll curve up here, and then it'll ultimately kind of turn into a low here by early next week. But some model guidance tries to bring this up into the Ohio River Valley. It's still too early to know if that'll be the case, but we're going to keep our eyes on that to see if we get any impacts from the remnants sometime next week. And you all know the song "Living in the 90s." It was a popular song on YouTube. We have actually the high yesterday was 86 degrees. We've had no days at 90 so far this year, and that actually is in line with last year. We had no 90-degree days at all last year either, but the most ever was 27 days, and that was actually in 1988. So we'll see if we can get a 90-degree day this year. But the bigger story is going to be the thunderstorms that come this afternoon. So again, we're still holding on to about a 2 p.m. timing window for the strongest activity to start. It may linger until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but these storms are going to be fast moving, so these storms may end a little bit earlier, but we're holding on to a 5 p.m. time frame. It's mainly going to be a strong wind and heavy rain threat here, and some hail is possible, but again, all this activity is going to be dependent on afternoon sunshine. If we can get the sun to break out again mid this afternoon, we could have a chance for seeing some of these storms. So Storm Prediction Center maintains this standard slight risk across all of western New York and northwest PA. That's a level 2 out of 5. And so that is for this afternoon, and that outlook goes until about 7 o'clock tonight when the new update comes out on it. And here's part of the reason here, because we also have very high humidity, tropical-like humidity today, but a cold front moves our way tonight and Friday, knocks the humidity values and the temperatures as well, but the humidity will start to spike up once again as we go into early next week. And then late next week, we're talking very oppressive humidity as well. Here's what's going on. This is why we have the potential for severe weather. This low pressure area moving to our north and west, but there's a warm front that's being dragged on through, and we've already had a few showers and storms this morning. It's all starting to wind down now. Just a little bitty shower that's left. A lot of this is starting to die down, but there is the chance for more scattered afternoon showers and storms. Here it is on FutureScan. This is the in-house model, and you can see the model already tries to flare these showers and storms. It does suggest we will see a little bit of sunshine, and if we see it, that will be enough to help fuel these storms. They will ultimately move to the east throughout the day. They'll ultimately clear out by the evening. A few scattered showers early tonight. They clear out. Maybe a chance for a scattered shower early tomorrow morning. Otherwise, tomorrow afternoon will be nice and dry with lower humidity values as well. So it's going to feel very nice. Here comes the next 7 days of your life on TV. 73 tomorrow as that cold front moves on through. A nice weekend in store. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures right around average. Not too humid. But look at that. We build the heat and humidity by mid next week. We're talking mid to upper 80s. Woof! Sports is next. Don't go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, Community Partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Thursday, sports fans. We are nearing the end of the work week. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Tomorrow night, 2 softball games will be played in the Jamestown Parks Recreation and Conservation Modified Softball League, with first pitch for both games being at 6:30. One of the games will be midnight towing against Callie's Crusade 1 ball at Bergman Park. The other game will be CMA versus New Hope Church at Danielson Park. The Buffalo Sabres minor league affiliate Rochester Americans released their 2019-2020 schedule on Wednesday. Their first game of the regular season will be on October 4th at home against the Syracuse Crunch. Rochester will have a total of 38 home and 38 away games this coming season. The regular season will be from October 4th until April 11th of 2020. On Friday night with a 7:05 first pitch, the New York Yankees will be back into regular season action as they will host a 3-game series versus the Toronto Blue Jays. The Yanks are currently in first place in the AL East at 57-31. Meanwhile, Toronto is 4th in the same division at 34-57. Tomorrow night's game will be televised on the Yes Network. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Alrighty, Norm. Thank you very much. The Chautauqua County Toys for Tots program will be collaborating with Chautauqua Pops and Chautauqua Connections Children's Coalition and the Mayville Fire Department to hold a Toys for Tots drive this Sunday at 2:30. Patrick Smeraldo one of 3 coordinators for the Toys for Tots program, tells WNY News Now that the needs for Chautauqua County's Toys for Tots program has increased over the last couple of years. In addition, he says the collaboration between organizations is key.
It's extremely important in Chautauqua County. I work with the Children's Coalition, and we have relationships with over 40 agencies and school districts in Chautauqua County that collaborate to do things. When agencies are collaborating, it's awesome because you're providing a service for a child. But when you can collaborate with volunteer fire departments and organizations like Chautauqua Lake Pops by the Shore, that's mandatory for our area to be successful, is that we can help each other out that way. And you have to have a big heart. And Chautauqua Lake Pops and Mr. Delpra and the Chautauqua Fire Department, they have that. They see the need.
And Sunday's event will feature a concert by the Parrots of the Caribbean, a Jimmy Buffett tribute band. And the concert will be at the Floating Stage. That's located on Water Street in Mayville. Tickets can be purchased at ChautauquaLakePops.com.
Yeah, pretty cool story. Thanks for sharing, Matt. And I can't believe, I suppose it makes sense that they're doing this now, but kind of trying to get more toys for that Toys for Tots drive.
Yep.
Because it seems like, just after Thanksgiving usually is when they start rolling out.
Yep.
So is there a reason why they're trying to do it now? Or
Well, a lot of it's just to keep building up. I mean, their demand is more,
Okay.
Patrick said. So that's kind of why they do stuff all year round. And
Right.
And I thank him for talking to us this morning. And we should hear more about more events coming up.
All right, sounds good. Good work.
Thank
And you know, Dakota's super easy too for people, because I'm sure a lot of people who are going to see that concert anyways. I mean, you stop at like a Wally World or something like that, or no more Toys R Us specifically around here. But you get a toy or something, and $10, $15 or whatever, and kind of it's really nice to just be able to give that. And everyone gives toys. I mean, I'm sure that probably adds up, probably hundreds of dollars, I would imagine, from things like that. So
I actually, I know when I was a kid, I was a part of the Toys for Tots program, and the fact that I actually got some, I got some stuff from Toys R Tots, which is great. I mean, it's a great organization, and I mean, a lot of kids wouldn't have a Christmas if it wasn't for Toys for Tots. So they do a great job. And also want to ask a question. Now that concert, is that tribute band going to sing my favorite Jimmy Buffett song?
I don't know.
Cheeseburger in Paradise?
I guess you better go.
In Paradise.
I certainly hope they do.
You better go.
Okay.
I've actually seen these guys before they were at some pavilion. I'm not sure. It was like some sort of like not the Frewsburg Gala days, but like an event similar to that I went to. I think it was an arts and crafts show, but they were pretty good. But I sat too close, and my ears were ringing afterwards. And that's what happens when you sit too close to the front of the stage.
Justin, you're not supposed to put your ear to the speakers.
You shouldn't put your ear to thunderstorms either.
That's true. So chance for a few thunderstorms this afternoon. Some of them could be strong. Main timing window for this activity is between 2 and 5 o'clock, but it's all depending on sunshine. If we get the sun to break out early this afternoon, that could be enough to fuel some of these storms, and the heat rebuilds mid next week. Look at that, 87 Tuesday, 88 Wednesday, and the humidity really oppressive. We're talking the heat indices likely in the lower to mid 90s late next week. So if you haven't got those air conditioners ready, get them ready now.
Hot for sure.
Feeling
All right.
hot.
Hot in here. Okay. Thanks, Dakota.
You're welcome.
So yeah, we'll stick with you then this afternoon as we'll continue to keep everybody updated with those thunderstorm risks. I guess, Matt, are you going to go out on the roof after this and keep a sun watch for us?
No. I just have too busy of an afternoon.
Yeah, you do? All right. Well, we'll send Norm up there.
There we go. Good idea.
We leave you with a live look over Chautauqua Lake from Burtis Bay. No sunshine yet. Keep your eyes to the skies and keep with First Events weather for updates. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Be sure to download our mobile app. We're back tomorrow for the TGIF edition. See you then.